Meanwhile, they all have accents that we just absolutely cannot replicate.
Biggs in particular.
General Raubon says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which you mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come on, hero. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estenine. Tell them that we've identified a solution to our problem, but it may take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphino. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ulda was delivered from this darkness. We're just hopping all over the place. Time to press my hearth button. Bye.
Oh, right, I can't do that. God damn it. You know what I can do, though? Over friends list. Teleport to nearest Aetheryte. Because you're still a sprout, and I have the Aetheryte crystal thing for and referral nonsense stuff. I can do that. Hooray. Okay, where is the actual quest? Waking Sands. Wait a minute. Waking Sands? Oh, god damn it!
Did he... Wait. Fuck it. God damn it. Alright.
We both thought the same thing.
Well, they said to go to Ulda.
Yeah, it's in fucking Western Thanalan. God damn it.
Vesper Bay. Because isn't this inn also called the Sands?
It's the something Sands, yeah.
Yeah.
Vesper Bay.
I mean, like, this place is called Waking Sands, but I think that the inn in Ulda is also called something Sands. Like the Shifting Sands or something.
Yeah.
Which is unhelpful. Remember when we thought this place was going to be gone and not used anymore? We're coming back a lot.
Yeah, it's been a long time, though, since we've actually had to be here. Wait, why do I still have you on my favorites list? What?
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for her grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Ul'dah!
We're just hopping all over the place in the narrative right now.
Yep.
Our target is Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting. You know, that woman where she showed up out of nowhere the last expansion, and you're like, who the fuck's she? She seems suspicious, and then she poisoned the Sultana? Yeah, that lady. A woman of Midlander heritage. I'm told the two of you have met. What's up?
Hmm?
Hmm?
Hmm? What?
Hmm? Huh?
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 Who?
Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Muriel is still in hiding there.
Okay. Now we go to Ul'dah. Wait. Nope, never mind. We go to the Silver Bazaar, which is south of here.
No! Guess we probably take like a shortcut to get there.
There isn't one. Well, I mean, technically there
is whatever that ... path is, right?
Yeah.
That seems to exist.
It doesn't look like there's a shortcut. Yeah, I don't think there's a shortcut.
Is there like a...
We can just fly across, so...
Oh, that's Limsa.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we could just fly here. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck it! When I was on the... This map doesn't show it, but when I was on the teleport map, it showed a ... coming from here to there, so I think there's like there might be a ferry or something that lets you go there.
And maybe.
But this is easier than looking for it.
Yep.
I haven't gotten to use my cloud for a while. Wasn't the lady in waiting established in like 2 cutscenes before she poisoned the Sultana? Like she came out of nowhere and was not a character before then.
Don't remember, honestly.
I remember being like, who the fuck is she? There's just suddenly this one random woman with glasses hanging out with the queen. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen her before.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a normal appearance.
Man, I know it's a gimmick to be like, you know that name that you know from real life? It's just spelled confusing now, but Danielle is a hell of an example.
Hmm.
Mario? Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. Hmm? It's the one closest to the market entrance.
Well, I guess you talked to a completely different one than we did.
Yeah, I talked to the closest one.
I can't do female voices. You're up, Andrew. Andrew?
He's dead.
I had it muted. Sorry. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Muriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with the city life.
Can I just point out, this is the first time somebody's acknowledged that there's more than one of us.
Did they?
No, I think one person was enough to double the population.
But yeah, you and your entourage is what they were saying, though.
Well, I think they meant like, you know, the motley crew that follows us, like Alpha Nod and whatever.
He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood.
You want to do this one, Effie, since it's a man voice?
Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this.
Muriel!
And now I gotta talk to, oh, first off, Chocobo Keep. Hey, how you doing? I haven't talked to you yet, for whatever reason.
Wait, where's the other one?
Over here.
It's down the docks. I guess you guys missed him on the... Oh, there's Muriel.
I didn't come in that way.
I just flew in a straight line towards
Oh, right, this is the one that, Keith
And that
already read.
was the first one on the path.
I did not set you as.
Now where are we going?
To this house over here. I already found her. Uriel! Courage!
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden!
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade, a means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilbird's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
I just want to squish him. Every single fucking time some smarmy little shit is hiding behind politics and like social politeness and shit, and it's like, just fucking squish him. And then,
Yes,
he
please
never does a bullshit again.
Please meet my boot, which is about as big as your face.
That's why it was so fucking refreshing watching Teleji just get cut in half. You're like, oh my god, yeah, exactly. Fuck these guys.
It's about damn time.
No more of this machinations. Just fucking cut him in half. He's a stupid baby. By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Should've. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana.
Assuming it's not actually poison, which it probably is.
Yeah, it could be useful to frame us again.
Yeah, again. But actually this time.
Basically just reinforcing the previous framing. Shall we also make our way to Ulda? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us.
Tired already?
I see a name like Bartholomew, and I just think, like, is that a... I just think of it as being like a joke name for a palico in a Monster Hunter with all their cat names. Alright, if I'm in Ulda, then I can put on new equipment. Then immediately put my glamour back on.
Keep forgetting I can't ride your turns.
Ah, I look weird. It's not the worst, but it's weird.
What's going on? Oh,
what if I was
armor?
super jacked?
Oh god. I mean, you're a Rothgar. You're already super jacked.
I've got like a boob strap.
What?
I've got a boob strap. Oh, there you are.
I shall meet you at the Chamber of Rule.
Got a boob strap.
Wow, that yeah, that is just a sensor bar.
It's just, it's like, it partly works and partly looks very strange as a piece of armor.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening here?
It's better than a lot of stuff from the vanilla game, at least.
7, 8, 9. There's 9 fucking people here. What the hell's going on?
I assume it's Chamber of Rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chamber of
Oh,
Rule.
make that 10 people here, because one's AFK.
Yep. This is what
I mean, that's a place. That place has like a majority of cutscenes in it, doesn't it?
I like how.
Well, there are a few cutscenes here, yeah, but I mean, I've never seen this many people out in front of the door.
Seeing it up close, I'm amused by the fact that there's a bunch of belts on my chest that are presumably meant to be closed and buckled, but so it looks like I'm just wearing like a costume meant for like someone like Solar Door, but I'm a giant triangular man, so I'm just bursting out of it and it'll never be button close again. Alright, glamour it is. Oop.
Right now on it. Koof. Oh, there he is. Flame General Raubon mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. Oh, she certainly looks alive so far.
Yeah, the moving is a good hint.
Yeah.
Wow, those stuffed animals are almost bigger than her.
The Moogle basically is as big as her.
She saves a lot of money on giant porgs. How did you get her to drink that exactly?
Don't ask.
I was having the longest dream.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
What happened to your arm? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's. I'm surprised that wasn't the first thing that she said.
I love how the chairs aren't proportioned for anybody because they have to be big enough to fit the Rogadins.
Yeah.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
No poison.
My smile always looks so fucking goofy.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrius. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
I'm really unclear on how they gave her that medicine without just her like drowning in it. I don't think
Slowly,
like,
probably.
they don't got no IVs. I have like really mixed feelings right now. Doesn't this like
Okay.
completely undercut the stakes of the entire ending of the pre-expansion?
What do you mean?
Because it's like, it's an assassination. Oh, look at this shocking scene. Just kidding, it's a fake out. It's like, oh, okay,
Well,
cool.
keep in mind that separate people wrote the expansions, so this is
I'm
somebody
not
else
sure
doubling
that's
back
true. I think the lead up to the expansion was probably written by the people that wrote the expansion.
On,
Because that final arc was just them like table setting for the expansion itself, so it probably was written by the same people. But it's also like, I don't know. They're just gonna. I feel like they're just gonna keep walking it back. Like we're just gonna find out that every character that supposedly died that day is actually back, except for the one that's in 2 pieces. It's like, well, then that fucking most dramatic, most interesting sequence of events of the whole game so far was mostly a fake out. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil. But the fact remains, there is no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Ulda too shall flourish once more. General Raubon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilber's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there are now those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me. I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, hero? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end, and I would appreciate the support. I like the idea that she still had her hood on for a while because we're trying to figure out like what the face crust was going to look like. God, we haven't committed to what the face crust is going to look like. We'll keep her in a hood for a few more patches.
Yay.
and cutscene.
Well, I recognize one of those characters. Commander, you're alive!
I think I was this guy.
I think so.
What the fuck? This Rogan is anime here. Is
The
killing
Final
me.
Fantasy VIII guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Rogan's a lot to take in, and I also don't think I've ever seen him before.
I don't think we have
don't think
either.
I would remember that guy's hair.
I only recognize the guy from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ah, Hero too. I need you escape through.
My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. How long have you all been waiting here?
Not too long, it sounds like.
Like, we've been on several adventures in the meantime.
I mean...
I'm sure there's something to do here, I don't know. Beh, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than expected, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates?
Aye.
Aye.
You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must...
That's enough of that, Commander. We know you had you've had a mind to say, and then we ain't having none of it. We've all talked it over, see, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company.
But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you.
Commander, Alphanod, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Menphilia and the others.
Just make a free company and be done with it already. Jeez.
My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Let us help you find Menphilia.
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God, if we find all of them and they're all still alive, then they just wasted our time with that entire story arc. All that happened is Raubon, a character that's barely mattered that much. Lost an arm, woo! Pray excuse me. I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, hero. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianger in the Waking Sands and Tatru and Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garlean at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able.
And back to Ishgard.
They're alive. I'm wondering what the fuck is the reason why they're missing. Because you think they'd either be captives at Uldal, or they'd be at one of the hideouts.
You'd
like
think that, but it's possible that they're hiding, or they're laying low just to try and ensure that... It'd be
really strange of them to not establish any contact with, you know, the Warrior of Light.
Yeah, even via Link Pearl, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be like several ways of contacting us? And we're not exactly low-profile, stealthy types. We kind of, everyone always knows where we are, like, a lot.
Hey, look, it's the Warrior of Light!
And the only people that have established contact were the ones that weren't in that sequence at all. Like Urianger, who was just not there the whole time.
Yeah.
All mysterious, like. Then he had what was having that cutscene again? He had like a suspicious "I'm actually a villain" maybe cutscene. I'm trying to remember
Something
now.
like that.
I don't know.
Oh, I went upstairs. Or came from upstairs.
You drop on top of the mana cutter, no big deal.
Steven
Just break
Ivian.
it as you land on it.
Steven Ivian. Steven Ivian.
Don't question it.
This fucking name. Holy shit.
Uh,
I was not ready for that guy's name.
Steph Vivian?
Stephanivian.
Hero, how in the seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the monocutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to a finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fort Temps Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinine was looking for you. Alright.
Off to the last visual.
Can't we just ghost
Might
that
we even
guy and
fucking
just
come
stop
here?
answering his calls?
Probably.
Does anyone
we
even like,
sent him a
does
letter.
anyone like Estinine?
I mean, no, but that's not the point.
Yeah, if nothing for his armor is awful, honestly.
flying?
Other than that, his character is probably the most.
Which spot was it?
It's the last vigil. He's probably the most down-to-earth person that we've come across lately. He's got a very black and white view of the world, essentially.
Black is my armor and my heart. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. But edgier because of all these edges.
And all the pokey things that, you know, I stab people with.
Is I, Dr. Can Opener, Esquire.
You have fulfilled your obligations to the Uldans, then. Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Aery, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Aemeric? I think we might have kept him in the dark long enough.
What the hell is a mana cutter? It better not be as edgy as I am.
Oh, so edgy.
It's not a phase, Mom.
No, I'm not gonna grow out of it, Dad.
I'm dark and brooding.
Where do we have to...
Oh, I picked incorrectly. Womp, 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 womp.
Welcome.
Sup?
Sir Aemeric has been eager to speak with you. Please proceed.
Oh, fuck.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
The moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The Aery is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Is it just me, or did Alphino seem shorter in that cutscene compared to last time?
He's a wee baby. He usually doesn't stand that close to people that are taller than him.
I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear.
With my
Or
arm.
had I been less forceful? with my arm. Yes, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Aery.
I mean, he's been with us to more dangerous places, like, I don't know, the Coil?
Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice.
I'm all here for the dunking on Alphino.
Yep.
We have
tarried
being
long
a proud
enough.
little prick for an entire game.
Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters.
Back to the Sky Steel Manufactory.
This is starting to feel surprisingly late in the story.
We're in Heavensward Part 2. Out of 5.
Jeez.
We have a long way to go.
They make it sounds all like climactic, like it's time to deal with the big bad thing, but I'm sure we're just gonna fail or something. Or the real big bad is revealed, I guess.
Well,
The Sky Steel Manufactory, because we're going to Sid.
Yay.
The only location I have memorized. Oh yeah, the place with the boats, the sky boats from the sky.
And the place where you can become a machinist if you want to.
Who would ever want to do that?
Crazy people.
Hey, what the hell?
That's the combat class, right?
Yeah, what's a ranged, physical, yeah. Physical ranged character.
How did I go to the wrong...
Big old guns.
How did I go to the wrong place? What the hell happened here?
Go to the manufactory or die.
I did. I'm in the manufactory.
Be there better.
No, it's not in the manufactory. God damn it.
I went to Skysteel and here I am.
No, this isn't... This isn't the place where it was previously. Here, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. The finer instruments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end.
Which means you can get there where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a cement drill through cottage cheese. What the fuck does that word mean?
And that, my friend, is a Garlean Ironworks guarantee.
It seems to be some kind of metal alloy, because we've encountered it before dealing with the Garleans.
You have our thanks. Come, warrior of light. The dread worm awaits.
I think he's been waiting for a while. He can wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, we're years late to this expansion.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Aery is very airy. Accurately named, I suppose. And whatnot.
Okay, so here's the important question. Do we want to do this now? Or do we want to do this later? Because this is a dungeon.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, no, fine.
Because it is almost 1:20 in the morning for me. That's
mostly up to you.
Yeah, we've been going for 3-ish hours. I can do a dungeon, fuck it.
We're getting a pretty clean loop of one arc ending in a dungeon per day.
Yeah, which is fantastic, honestly.
Let's see. I assume it's 4
we
people?
have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is it a 4 or an 8?
This one? Oh, this is a 4-man. It's a dungeon.
Then we're all set.
All dungeons are 4-man. Okay, here we go.
Didn't we bring like... Oh, that was a boss fight, huh?
Yeah.
The boss fight was 8, but the dungeon was 4 last time?
Yeah, so it was a raid last time. And do we want to swap over for
sure.
For the dungeon?
Okay.
I figure for dungeons and raids and things, it's probably not a bad thing.
Yeah. That way I can hear you all talk and not hear dual audio of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just in, what's that place called, Emerald?
Zadnor.
Yeah, we were just in Zadnor for since you started stream.
They have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Nope.
No, I was talking to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, off to the Aery we go.
Begin.
Yay.
I don't remember this dungeon.
I don't either. It's been so long.
I should check to see if I can do any more
I
class
did
quests
this
yet.
not too long ago.
Oh my god, I'm
quest?
fucking huge. This doesn't work at all.
Yeah, it's a good thing they had our dimensions and
it's like a clown car.
Yeah. The mana cutters, honestly, are absolutely massive. Also, hi, Nidhogg. How are you?
No, I'm huge. That's too small.
Wow.
That's unexpected. Here, let me flash you my eye.
Well, he said it was the only way to get
his
in.
eye. Isn't it?
And now we're here.
Here we are.
Don't forget your tank stance, Andrew.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed. We just finished a critical engagement right as you unlocked it.
Definitely convenient timing.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't have my Astral Fire Blizzard 4 anymore. Or my Fire 4 and Blizzard 4. I'm sad. I do still have an Naoki, though.
Curious to see how that bob haircut works on a
Yeah. I just haven't had time to stop by a barber yet.
I don't think I've seen a Viera with it yet. Oh, I'm healing. I forgot about that.
Is he allowed to?
Can a Viera even put it on?
The bob hairstyle?
Probably.
I would think that they're similar to Hrothgar in that they limited on which hairstyles they can use.
No, they have pretty open amounts.
They let me get it.
Right, but they let
It
you unlock
unlocks it for your account. That doesn't necessarily mean your race can use it.
So, like, you can throw it on your other character, but I don't know if you can actually...
Well, no, it's actually per character. But that a character can swap races, and thus it is unlocked.
Point.
Hrothgar, brutal case of you get 2 hairstyles, and if you want another one, you got to change your entire bone structure.
I'm fairly certain that the Viera are not modeled for any of the unlockable hairstyles, only the base game hairstyles.
Duck.
That would be lame. But they have been lame before, so it would not be a surprise.
This is true.
Would have been good to know before I gave you it, too.
Yeah.
11 let learn.
I wonder how much the
Bob? It's under 100k now.
No, I'm talking about the barber thing, because there's one you can put in your house.
We have it.
Oh.
Yeah, we have an esthetician's stand.
Okay. Then I will not bother looking for one.
Yeah, it's like one of our first things I got for Vaz.
Oh, one of my plants grew in the hour since I watered them.
God, I'd like to look at this glamour. Would look better in black, but it still looks pretty damn good.
Your armor?
Yeah, I'm an armored healer.
Oh.
Gives you
hello?
permission to stand in the bats.
Ooh, first.
Sir, you need to trim your mustache.
Thanks for reminding me I actually need to do that IRL.
Oh, those are coming out like the side of his head. Never mind.
Oh, well, let's not be in front.
Oh, what the hell that is? Oh.
That's a get close one. It's
This one's
probably
probably
like
far
a
away.
chimera.
He doesn't have a get out mode, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Oh. He does have anti-black mage bullshittery.
If you get a laser, take it close to a tower.
I heard you were trying to cast.
Oh
Would you like
god,
help?
paralysis, fuck you.
Get.
Oh, that wasn't the laser? Okay.
No, that was the laser, if he just didn't take it close to a tower.
Ow.
Oh, I thought it went to me.
Oh no, it was like, not a laser, but a tether, I guess, is more of an accurate.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Ah. Oh, you're like hooking him into the building? Oh, okay.
There we go, there's another one.
And there's an ad, but just burn the boss.
put dots at least on the ad. Have it kill itself.
I'm trying to double hit, but there you go.
Oh, I almost had that slipcast.
Good.
Ow!
It just occurred to me I'm trying to explain things with a delay.
Yeah, hold on, I got it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Effie's already got it. Let me pass on all this stuff.
I feel like, oh right, it's.
What level are you guys at? Are you due for gear soon?
I mean,
I think
we're
I
past
gave
55,
Andrew.
so
I
we
think
can
I
get the
gave
55
Andrew
gear.
and Keith level 60 gear already.
You might have.
I did go a little overexcited at some point, so you guys might have gear in your inventory you can't wear yet.
Okay.
They can equip 55 gear if you can make it for them.
Yeah, 55 gear might be a good idea for after this.
Yeah, I'll
he's
get it
all
ready
glowy.
before next stream. He's optional. If you want experience, you should wake him up.
Here it comes.
Alright, experience it is.
I think there's also a chest behind him.
Think so?
Or used to be at the very least. I don't know if there still is.
See one. It might be the next one. Yeah, it's the next one.
Stop.
No attacking. Only death.
Wow, that guy's buff. Come over here.
Watch out.
Good.
Ow! What the fuck?
Oh, that was just everywhere.
Sorry, stepped on aggro.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I wish I had an AoE stun.
That's what I'm for. Holy puts a stun condition on him. But now they're immune.
Neat.
The downside to Holy.
Yeah. Good. Stuns everything. Bad. Stuns everything.
The amount of times I have encountered the issue where I need to stun a particular move and I can't because the white mage is spamming Holy.
But the damage is worth it.
He
Take a
says to a
Lily.
group of angry black mages and everybody else.
Take a lily. I need to get a holy off. Get us some breathing room.
Are they exploding? What the hell is going on?
I think they're exploding. I don't know. What do dragons do? They explode.
That sounds unhealthy.
Well, there's the
Yeah.
treasure coffer.
If I were a dragon, I would explode.
It's the coolest way of dying.
Checks out with the Monster Hunter movie.
Oh god.
I
What, are
thought
they all
like
explode in
machine
that
guns
movie?
and stuff.
There's a lot taken about that movie. Like, I was not expecting a Monster Hunter movie to have product placement for Coca-Cola and Hershey's, but it did.
What?
Oh, here
Why
we go.
not? It's already an advertisement movie.
I'm
Why
pretty
not
sure
make it more?
I'm pretty sure that's the entire reason the movie's an isekai.
So apparently those death cries actually wake up the slumbering dragons if they're within range.
That's why you want to kill them
It's
away
a
from there.
mechanics-based thing, yeah.
Because if you make the movie an isekai, you can get money from the U.S. government to show U.S. government stuff in the movie, and then get money from Hershey's and Coke.
Yeah.
You can't do that if it's not an isekai, so because it's gonna be one of those now. Is that the right word? Am I remembering it?
Isekai.
Yeah.
This is the boss I was getting mixed up with the boss of last week's dungeon. This one, you want the bomb to eat the gas clouds, like 2 of them, and then kill the bomb.
What's wrong with your face?
Yeah, it's the acidic one.
Yes.
No, leave me alone.
Wow, this guy is just sitting in between 2 giant farts.
Yep.
Probably should get up.
He's owning them.
There's a bomb behind you, Andrew.
Don't worry, the bomb's gonna eat the farts.
Yeah.
They're tasty.
That's nice of him.
Once he eats 2, we have to kill him, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Slow.
You just want to let them eat a couple of them so that the arena doesn't get completely covered in them.
Alright, get this fucking mustard gas out of here.
So if he eats
Jesus
too,
Christ, mustard gas?
if he does eat too many, he'll explode.
It's fine. It's just a war crime.
I think most gas is a war crime.
I mean, you say that, but...
Have you seen what oxygen has done to this planet?
Yeah, it's full of made us full of a bunch of mouth-breathing idiots.
Yeah. Now fish are where it's at. Oh god, please don't finish eating it. Okay.
I mean, the only problem with that is people can look like a fish very easily.
Well, those are just called
Especially
mermaids.
in Innsmouth.
I more meant along the lines of the look of absolute shock and stupidity on their face when you prove them wrong about something they so adamantly defended. Like, flat Earth.
Wait, you've actually been able to convince people of that?
In his dreams.
Yeah,
What, that flat Earth doesn't exist?
Good luck convincing people of things.
I know.
That's what I meant.
Of anything ever.
No, people.
That they're adamantly defending.
We need to get this ad here.
I win all the fights that I imagine.
Oh, at that point, we just need a burn boss. He was under 10%.
Oh, my bad.
Here's like 1%.
There's definitely fights though that you can't just keep burning the boss even if it's under 10%.
Yep.
So still good idea to keep track of mechanics.
Lester Aery Dragon. Is he aerated or is he just angry and I forgot a couple of letters?
Well, this area is known as the Aery.
You're in a dungeon called the Aery.
It's an Aryan dragon.
Like a Aryan Knights?
You're thinking Arabian, but you're close. Close enough. I'll give you half marks. How's that?
You can't trick me.
Are you sure?
Holy!
Oh god, my eyes.
Not as bad as Red Mage.
And that's why you turn off artifacts.
Well, see, I had at one point on my old PC, but I haven't done that yet on this one.
You don't want them fully off, you want them partially off.
No, I have them fully off.
Oh.
I'm not trying to hurt myself.
So just keep on yours and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oop, he's dead.
Squish me. Oh. I don't think it's actually possible to get squished by that. Although I could be wrong. Maybe if you had something
Teleportation
like
and sprinting.
Yeah. Well, I was sprinting and I didn't get. You'd have to combine it with.
That's why I said both.
Something like a
What is the name of Paladin before it becomes Paladin again?
Gladiator?
Gladiator, yeah.
Gladiator.
Altar boy.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of paladin.
I think Altar would
They have a very
technically be
different
cleric.
set of oaths and tenets that they have to do.
The
Clerics are just diet paladins.
Clerics are the better paladins because they actually get, 9th level
Full
spell
levels. Yeah, they get full casting. Oh, clerics are just for healing. Ha! Funny. Let me show you something.
I mean, you say that, but then there's stuff like heal, mass heal,
Yeah,
master
but
runes.
clerics are not just for healing. They can put ridiculous damage out there.
I'm just gonna direct your attention to life cleric for a second and then tell you to tell me that again.
Then just don't go life cleric. Life cleric is the cleric for healing. But there are other clerics, like the one that gives a creature vulnerability to a type of your choosing.
Brave cleric, you mean?
Yeah, that one. There's another one that makes them vulnerable to thunder and lightning. The light cleric or something like that. I also know the light cleric has a damage booster. You say, look at these healing spells. I say, look at inflict wounds.
Oh god, don't remind me. 9th level
There's
inflict
some color
wounds doing
contrast.
12d10 damage, it's insane. Is it 12d? No, it's 11d10, right? It's 1d10
It's more than
after
that
every level
because
up
I think
to
it's 4d10 for
No, it's
level 1.
3d10 at first level.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty, especially if you crit with it.
Watch out, guys. The next boss is on the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah. No, get off of me. I'm just a simple black mage. Go away! Get off of me!
I got him.
Thank you.
Because he earned score.
Now. I remember the first time I did this dungeon. I didn't know about this continuing wave thing. Oh, there's more. Thought it was shorter than that.
Nope.
Oh my god.
And breathing room.
The last wave of those is basically just a bunch of feathers.
Yeah, they flop down real easily.
They're mainly a scare factor until you hit them.
They're trying.
Yeah, they're trying. All right, so we got to keep Estunian alive here. That's
I
the one
got
thing I
it.
can recall here.
And you guys just do your thing. I'll focus on Estunian. Just now, I might be a little late on your healing to keep him up.
I will enfeeble the worm with the eye. I didn't catch what the rest. You must strike while he's weak. There we go. Got the whole thing. It's fine.
Just give him a regen and he should be fine.
Probably.
Reminds me of some of the Zelda dialogue out there, where it's definitely timed for you to be able to read it if it's Japanese symbols that take up way less space.
Yeah, but have about 500,000 more syllables to say.
Alright, go ahead.
Honestly, the only kind of good Holy Night is a Japanese Holy Night. Because they're called sexy.
What?
It's a Japanese word for Holy Night. Sexy.
Ooh.
Okay then. Wait, don't get hit by those. They hurt.
Do not get hit by boss. Got it.
Whoop. Gotta go fast,
Sorry, buddy, I'm
balls.
just gonna hang out underneath of you.
I'm glad we're proving this guy right, though. That we'll just kill Nidhogg if you put it in front of us. Or like some kind of.
I'm flying. Help me! Help me!
We gotta go save him.
Help me! Help me! I'm going to die if you don't do something.
There you go.
Nope. Okay, that was really close. Also, nope. No.
Whoa! Move!
Oh, that's bad.
Ow!
We're fine. Oh, that's all on me.
Sorry, what was that about you being fine, Andrew?
It's a bit of an aggressive moment.
I dodged.
God damn it! You just wasted my fucking swift. Okay. There we go.
Something funny about a dragon saying "doth."
Save Einstein over here.
Yeah, I got him. I got a regen on him, and I'm keeping an eye on him.
He's a liege tail. These are silly names.
They really are.
I mean, they're just big lizards, so you kind of just call them whatever you want. It makes sense. I'm glad this guy's contributing so much by just holding I.
Oh, it is weakening Nidhogg.
I guess.
Ow.
It still feels like he's doing a lot of damage.
Imagine what he'd be doing without the eye. Oh shit!
Didn't we fight him already without the eye and we held him back?
Have we fought Nidhogg?
The bridge.
Oh, okay, yeah. Get this in.
Get in the bubble.
Okay.
I was about to say, rescue him quickly.
I don't do that. What do you think I am, a white mage?
Where are you at?
Definitely
oh! Alright, turn around.
Assuming you were a
He's
red
almost
or
dead.
a white mage is clearly heresy.
Indeed.
And should be treated with the utmost disrespect.
Ooh, what's his target
there?
Oh, here I go.
Helping out, help out Goof out of his predicament.
I'm sky flailing.
Watch out. Get out of that, get out of that.
Got him.
I just love your www.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to walk forward. I was trying to catch my line. Alright. About to be in a cutscene here. And I don't remember whether it was directly after this or...
Usually are.
Yeah, it's usually after you leave the dungeon.
Well, no, I didn't mean the cutscene.
Pass. Pass.
Forget what happens after this. But
they clap really loudly.
Angry Durgan. Ow. Even for a dragon, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, he's all scraped up.
No worm! This ends here!
Oh, goodbye, Estinian. Nice knowing you.
He's red now, like he said he would be. Little on the nose.
Yeah.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
He went down quick.
Yeah. That's
for all the hype he got.
I mean, to be fair, Dragoons are specifically.
Well, just they hype him up so hard,
dragons,
but the entire story arc up to this wasn't even us preparing to fight him. It was just us trying to broker peace instead. And it's like, oh,
hey,
peace
we got a crystal back.
It's like, oh, peace isn't an option. Well, you're gonna be dead in about 20 minutes. Then give us a second. We gotta get through some cutscenes. It's like 4 hours of brokering peace, 20 minutes of, I guess we'll just kill him.
Or 5 minutes if you skip the cutscenes.
Yeah, that's a speedrun tactic.
How I got through the game in about a week, about 2 or 3 weeks, so yeah.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair.
No, did he give him an eye?
Eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
It's an optimistic view of
Thank you,
kings.
Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance, shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dyrendare, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Hell of a flashback.
That's the most effective cutscene in the entire game so far at explaining the power structure of the city, or this country.
You have borne witness to history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon.
But you're red now. You're less azure than ever.
A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. 'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
So I had a realization. That yellow eye looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? Say, like one a certain great worm was missing.
Yeah, like Nidhogg.
Hraesvelgr was missing an eye that was unaccounted for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's most likely...
We've all agreed that that's the dragon's eye.
Like at the beginning of the cutscene, when he had two eyes that he said was Nidhogg, I was like, oh, Hraesvelgr gave him his. Like I just said it out loud at the beginning of the cutscene.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's why he's missing an eye.
Were you muted or something? Because I didn't hear you say that.
No.
I heard him.
Oh,
yeah, I was like immediately, I'm like, okay, that's probably what's going on. That's why he's missing an eye. Visual storytelling. I'm happy they finally we're like, hey, let's discuss like this. I think I got this far without really understanding like the power structure of this country because it was never conveyed in a story where I'd remember it. It's always like, here's 30 minutes of dry exposition that you're gonna mostly dump immediately.
Yeah, like
whereas
we
like
all knew that.
Whereas like here, it's like here's the origin story, and that's where there's 4 houses. I'm like, oh shit, I'll remember this time.
Yeah,
there was a story.
It really wasn't very well explained up until this point. It was just kind of assumed for people to fill in the gaps.
Like one effective cutscene that's like 5 minutes long can save you like 2 hours of exposition. It's the same thing as Death Stranding, where it's like every single not real cutscene is
more explanatory than the actual rest of the game.
Like the game has so much of like this camera angle that we have right now in Death Stranding, where people just bop at each other for like dozens of hours, but like a visually coherent like 30-second thing can suddenly convey more information than like the last hour of these types of cutscenes did, and it's like, please, just only make those.
Anyway, though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew.
But you finally don't blend in with the background.
Yeah, you had a palette swap. It's great.
Well, if you make new armor, you should make it, azure.
With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw.
I would love the idea of she's been standing there for like the last like 4 days or whatever has happened in the game. Like, just like how the Crystal Braves were just kind of standing in one room waiting for us to arrive.
Oh boy.
Well, a lot of time has to be passing, right? There's all this like traveling we're doing.
Like so much traveling we're doing back and forth. And imagine doing this on foot. Andrew, I'm gonna hop in. And Keith, you really want to? You really gonna? Okay. Bye, Keith. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I've got my
no,
own
seriously, get on. You're gonna be on that for a while. Okay, bye. Fine. You know what?
I can
do it. You got a long way to go, buddy.
Let me do it. How bad could it be? Very triangly back there.
Just a little fart cloud flying up the stairs.
First.
Yeah, okay. Andrew?
Oh. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hraesvelgr to To mourn the death of his kin in peace?
Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learned the truth of its beginning. The whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, Warrior of Light.
Bold of you to assume he'll come back.
I really hope this is voiced. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it probably is.
It's a good thing because I can still listen while I'm walking around my house.
Well, the dragon doesn't speak in English.
Oh god, somebody read it out for me then, please.
No.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
You fool, you just created the raid boss. What a strange power to have.
Just send your eye to somebody else.
Yes. How do you learn to do that?
Well, you have to have an iPhone first.
You just think really hard and your eye pops out. Wait, how would you know you could do that without meeting somebody else who doesn't have an eye? Is this a skill they had time to practice? Like, did they just take each other's eyes out and swap them to practice?
It strangely implies that they have incredibly removable eyes. Like Olgra. I almost went through the whole day without mentioning Dark Crystal.
It was yours.
I see the future.
Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all
And
these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This one son in Ela. Eskulos Nidhogg, Lizesk and Garlean. I'm fine. Koluman. Tolos Ineskra. Kas ehi shinzo. Sekmon inaan. Srei snowfall in Sith an.
I have a strong suspicion they designed him from the beginning to be red.